Waze wangiphoxa uShwabi by believing uqondo kuhle over uMangcobo. So uShwabi, as soon as he realizes that Mangcobo has been released from prison, he decided to chase uMangcobo out of the house. Of course, uMangcobo was like, listen, I ain't going anywhere. This is my house as well. Me and you are still married. But uShwabi was like, listen, Mfazi, if you do not want to see more of me, you better leave this house right now. And uMangcobo was like, you know. And really, uShwabi did raise his hand. Luckily, he never did anything. But the thought of raising his hand over his wife is what confuses me. And I'm like, wow, I guess the leopard never changes his colors. And uMangcobo was therefore forced to go and sleep in his salon. Now, uShwabi luckily was told by his friend Uguti, no, that video was actually manipulated. That's not the whole video that you saw. And he gets to see the real video, even though it's really too late, and I don't know how Shwabi will fix his marriage. And at this point, I really don't want uMangcobo to go back and live with uShwabi anymore. Like, a man who does not stand with you and defend with you, and he should have believed his wife in the first place. There is absolutely no excuse for him not believing his wife. And I don't know what he will say and what his intention, like what is he intending to say that will sound sane and sound towards uMangcobo over what he has done, you know. And I'm like, yeah, Shwabi, at this point, like, I am so mad at you. Like, I'm so mad at you. But it does seem like uShwabi tried to discipline uqondo kuhle. Uqondo kuhle got a bit of a spanking. Uqondo kuhle is just a rotten child at this point. You know, one of those children that you really cannot do anything for them. Uqondo kuhle is one of those children. And I'm like, Yazin, this child needs to be let go. Like, he needs to go, you know. So hopefully uShwabi will realize and see ukuthi no, uqondo kuhle really cannot live under the same roof with him and uMangcobo. And I really don't want uMangcobo to go back to uShwabi. Shwabi is not a good man at all, okay? He really needs to stay with his spoiled child, uqondo kuhle. But yeah, I am deeply disappointed on uShwabi. After Zethu refused to marry uShobane, Shobane has been dealing with a heartbreak, and things has definitely been tough for uShobane. And I would like to blame Metron for this. You all remember how protective Metron was over uShobane. She did not want Shobane to date anyone. In a way, it's as if Metron did not want Shobane to experience a heartbreak. So it definitely does feel like Shobane is experiencing a heartbreak for the first time in his life when Uzethu refused to marry him or ran out of church. Now, I will not excuse Zethu's behavior. Absolutely disgusting, okay? The way she was moving around from one man to another, like, it was a very much disgusting behavior. I mean, she could have told uShobane earlier on that, listen, Shobane, I will not and I cannot move forward and marry you, not after what just happened with Fiso. But she chose not to do that. If anything, she chose to go and humiliate uShobane in church. However, uShobane definitely does behave like someone whom was protected from a heartbreak, okay? Because we know how Metron was giving all Shobane's girlfriends hard time. And you can tell that Shobane was being shielded, you know, he was being shielded from experiencing a heartbreak. Now that he has officially experienced a heartbreak and it's so painful, now he is a drunkard. Like, he is just decided to go to, you know what, I'm gonna drown myself, I'm gonna drown my sorrows in consuming a lot of alcohol. Now he did show up to work extremely drunk. Zethu annoyingly tries to help him, and I know that maybe in that moment Zethu meant well, but Zethu, baby girl, please, okay? All this could have been avoided. And I'm not saying that Zethu could have married Ushobane even if she doesn't want to. No, I'm saying they could have had a conversation, like adults, to say, listen, Ushobane, right now, I've just left my previous marriage, and my ex-husband just passed away. It's a lot to process with Sfiso's passing and everything. I will not be able to marry you. Save Ushobane humiliation. But Uzethu, the way she moves around, like her actions are absolutely unjustifiable and inexcusable. So yes, okay, I am mad at Uzethu, but I'm also mad at Umetron for shielding Ushobane so much from a heartbreak. You can just tell that this is Shobane's first time ever really truthfully experiencing a heartbreak, and is not taking it well. Sana, I am so done with Zethu. I'm done defending Zethu. Like, listen, I defended Zethu, and right now it's time for me to just be like, Zethu, I can't anymore, baby girl. Listen, Zethu had a chance. She had a chance to tell, or rather to cancel the marriage, or the wedding between her and Ushobane. But let me tell you, baby girl waited and dragged it till when they were in a church, in the altar. That's when she decided to say, no, she cannot move on and marry Ushobane because she is not yet over Usfiso. I'm like, okay, that's understandable, I was like, Zethu, you're moving too fast either way, I was concerned about you. But right now, I cannot even defend you. As much as I was so concerned about you, I cannot even defend you because why? Like, you had all the time in the world to cancel the marriage between you and Ushobane. You had all the time in the world, but you still drag it along just so that you can humiliate Ushobane. Ushobane is not taking this easy, and understandably so, understandably so. Shobane is now a party animal, okay? He is a party animal. He pick up each and every girl that he sees in the tavern, and Metron has lost it, And Zethu, right after she did that, a baby girl showed up at work as if nothing happened, okay? She pulled herself up. She was like, I am going to work and no one gonna tell me otherwise. So she shows up at work like nothing happens. And when Umetron and Uthando, they were having her, I was like, honestly, someone needs to eat this girl up. Like, someone needs to do it. And I did not even feel sorry for her when I felt like she was just a bit insulted by Metron and Uthando. Meanwhile, Nkosami uMangcobo akagowi ufufela komoyeng, akagowi uya departure. Because things are really happening. From uQondokuhle lying about uMangcobo, to uMangcobo being arrested, to her being released, and her actually looking for the video proof from Uqondisani, and to Ushwabi coming back home. And Ushwabi made it clear that blood is definitely thicker than water, because Ushwabi was like, lalela, ngizodinga ukuthi ungihambele la kwami, because how dare you abuse my child. I'm like, how dare you, Ushwabi? Like, how dare you? Really? That's just how you take uMangcobo right now? How dare you? Oh, Mangcobo Sanalami. Not this boy called Q planning against Mangcobo. He was talking to his friends and he says, Lalela, he is not going to give up easily on Mangcobo. And I'm thinking, I wonder what he's gonna try. But he seems like he tried to take a video of Umangcobo and himself on the bed. Of course, Umangcobo jumped out of bed as soon as she realizes that Q is on top of her. But it seems like the video will be a bit manipulated, and it will look like Mangcobo was definitely trying to take advantage of a minor. And by the looks of things, Mangcobo will not even attend Zethu's wedding because she will be behind bars. I can already guess that Shwabi obviously took his son's side. Wow, guys, I guess it's never easy to be a stepmommy, especially if you are a hot stepmother, where it happens that your stepson wants you. Meanwhile, Uzethu is in preparations for her wedding. Now, it does seem like Metron and Zethu are getting along. Metron has accepted that Zethu is going to marry Ushobane. Now, Zethu, when fitting her dress, Spamandla accidentally spills red paint on Zethu's dress. Of course, this puts Zethu in panic, and I don't know you all, but I do view this as a bad luck. Why would something like this happen to Zethu? Also, Zethu does not look happy as someone who's about to be a bridey. She is just in depressed and wondering why this and that and the other thing is happening. Well, it is said that Mangonyana will also find out that Zethu is walking down the aisle. Of course, Mangonyana will lose it, okay? She will lose her cool when she finds out that Zethu is walking down the aisle, According to Umangwanyana, she does not feel like Zethu deserves happiness, especially because Yena, she has lost out on some things. She have lost out on happiness, on her husband, and she is busy grieving. Yet Zethu move on Kesana as if nothing has happened. I do just judge Uzethu just a bit for just getting into another marriage soon after her marriage with Usfiso did not work out. And not only it did not work out, Usfiso has lost his life now. Just when we were starting to forgive Ushwabi for what he did to Umangcobo previously, listen, his son just comes out of nowhere to test their marriage once again. So it seems like Shwabi's son, Ondokunhle, have a huge crush on Umangcobo. And as soon as Umangcobo resisted, because Umangcobo obviously is thinking she is an adult in this whole situation, she cannot be engaging children. She went and reported Uqundokuhle kuShwabi, but guess what? uShwabi took Uqundokухle's side, and Uqundokuhle, being a typical teenager, he decided to run away from home. But it does seem like this week he will be back to cause more troubles for Umangcobo. Umangcobo will end up missing Zethu's wedding, and it seems like she will be behind prison. And this is because Uqundokuhle will be accusing Umangcobo for trying to take advantage of him. Sana, this son, is here to test Ushwabi and Umangcobo's marriage once again. I did saw Shwabi's old character coming out when he was talking to Umangcobo. Hopefully he will learn and be able to control himself, because what he was doing is absolutely no. Now let's talk about Zethu's wedding to Ushobane. Sana, I don't know anyone who moves fast like Zethu. Lalela 180. Baby girl is like, you know what? I was just marrying another guy 2 weeks ago. The same guy has been killed by my fiance. But that's not gonna stop me from getting married again. Listen, me and marriage were meant to be. It's meant to happen, If something is meant to happen, something is meant to happen. I'm like, Zethu, oh, yeah, move fast. But I don't know if there will be problems in Zethu's weddings. But for so far, it definitely does look like there will be huge problems. Like Spamandla will accidentally spill a red paint on Zethu's dress. And Umasho Umangwanyana meant to say, will definitely lose it also as soon as she finds out that Zethu is moving on. I'm just like, Makwanyana, really, what did you expect? Remember, you are the one who had a problem with Zethu coming to join your marriage. Now that Zethu has found herself a single man who does not want polygamy, you have a problem? Sana was one Zethu. Like, I am so annoyed. Haibo Zethu. Oh, like, can someone please tell me like, why did she have to come to the funeral? And that drama that she pulled when the coffin was going down, like, she deserved that smack from Omangwanyana. I mean, yes, it's not Zethu's fault, Usfiso Ushonile. But honestly, she shouldn't have never attended the funeral, considering that she is now Shobane's fiancé. 2, she goes there and pull the most dramatic acts, annoying acts, Gesana. Like, I was like, Makwanyane, if you don't smack this girl, if you don't smack her, you will never ever get another chance to smack her. Honestly, Uzethu was so annoying. That performance was extremely annoying. Like, it's got under my nerve, okay? I think at this point, she should have been a decent person, stay at home, comfort her boyfriend, Ushobane. We all get that Ushobane really did not mean Bulala Usfiso, but still, Zethu attending that funeral was a bit distasteful to me. I need me a Zethu flavor in my life. Listen, I need me a Zethu flavor in my life. The way Sfiso has completely lost his mind as soon as he find out that Shobane and Zethu are engaged to be married. Listen, Sfiso still considered Osfiso still considered Uzethu as his wife, and honestly, according to Zulu customs, I would agree. Since Uzethu atelwa ngenyongo, it does legally makes her the wife of Osfiso. But Osfiso, as soon as he find out, let me tell you, lost his mind, okay? And this is why I'm saying I need a Zethu flavor in my life, because listen, 2 men are crazy over Uzethu. But as soon as Uzethu and Ushobane announces their engagement to their parent, first of all, it was Metron, who was definitely not in support of their engagement, because it seems like Metron, has grown to be fond of Utando so much, and surprisingly, personally, I never saw it coming, okay? The way Metron was not liking or loving Shobane's girlfriend, I did not see Metron loving Tando the way she does now. And when they went to the Hlongwane family also to ask, or rather to inform them and ask for their support, obviously, the Hlongwane family was like, no, we ain't doing that no more, okay? We are not we are not going to support you, Zethu. How many times are you going to get married to different men? No, okay? Usfiso went to the Hlongane's household to disrespect them, because, part of me wants to say he was going through pain, but another part of me is like, Sfiso, you are so disrespectful. That was so uncalled for. Really, what did the Hlongwanes do to you? Zethu, Zethu is messy. Listen, Zethu has broken off her marriage with Osfiso, and she is already moving on. Off to the next one, child. Off to the next one. So Shobane has asked Zethu to marry him. Guess what? Our girl, who was just getting married last week, is ready to move on and marry Ushobane. It is said that when Osfiso find out the news of Shobane's proposal, he will definitely lose it. Go confront Ushobane and it will get messy. And also Ubabu Hlongwane as part of the people who will not be happy about Zethu and Hlongwane's relationship, and knowing that his daughter, who was just getting married just a few weeks back, is gonna be marrying again. It is sent now to Hlongwane.